Hello guys, and welcome to my 19th video tutorial on JavaScript. And this video I'm going to build a very basic login system using JavaScript, and it's a very basic login system. I'm going to use only a password, okay? And we're going to build or we're going to use some functions and also some if statements, okay? So if you guys don't remember how functions and if statements work, I recommend you guys to search for the video tutorials on that, and then you can come back here. So let's start by building a variable called register equals prompt. So you remember what the prompt were? Okay, the prompts were well, you already you're gonna see right away what the prompt is. So let's type inside the parentheses between the double quotes, let's type you are not registered. Please type a password to register. Okay, so let's save this and see the prompt if this works. There it is. The prompt is this pop-up box saying you are not registered, please type a password to register, and then we have a little space in blank to type anything we want. Okay, in this case we will type a password here, but if we click OK, nothing happens because we didn't complete the code yet. So now we're gonna build two different functions. One function we're gonna build with the name success, okay, and this function we will use this function later on to send us to a page or to output something on the web page in form of success, okay, or to output something saying that the password was correct and saying something like success or something like that. So let's type document.write, and if password is correct, I want to output success. You are now in the registered users area or page. Success, you are now in the registered users page. Okay, and now we're going to build another function for a wrong password. Okay, in the case we type a wrong password, okay, we will output something saying error or wrong password or something like that. So function, let's type failed. Function failed. Document write. Let's say wrong password. You are now in the non-registered users page. Okay, so now we have the two functions, one for the correct password and that will output this message here, and another one for the wrong password which will output this message here. And now we're gonna need an if statement, okay, and I hope you guys remember how if statements work. If you don't remember, you can go to the video tutorial on JavaScript about if statements. So let's type if register is not equal to nothing. Okay, so this means that I don't know if we already talked about this comparison operator here, which means not equal to. Okay, so if the password, which is the variable, the password that is stored in the variable register at the beginning, if the password is not equal to nothing, okay, that is like saying that if the password is something, we're gonna run this code. So if the password, if we typed something in the password, please run this code, and the code is going to be a prompt, another prompt saying you have registered with a valid password. Please enter, or please confirm your password to enter the user's page, or to proceed. Okay, you have registered with a valid password. Please confirm your password to proceed to the user's page. Okay, so now we're gonna type else. Okay, in case that we don't type nothing in the prompt. Okay, so if registered is not equal to something, prompt this. Else, okay, or if registered is equal to 0, type or output an alert saying you have, let's put error first, error, and then let's type you have to type something as a password. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let's run this in Chrome, and the first prompt is you are not registered, please type a password to register. Okay, the first prompt is to register. Now we're gonna type Victor as my password to register, enter. So now Victor is stored in registered variable. Okay, remember, you can see this here. Okay, the variable register now has stored has the value of Victor. Okay, so now Victor, which is in here, Victor, if Victor is not equal to nothing, do prompt. Okay, this prompt. So in this case, Victor, or the register, is not equal to something, so the prompt appeared. Okay, the next prompt that we typed, this prompt here. Okay, so we now type anything we want, click OK, nothing happens. Okay, but if register is not equal to 0, okay, do this. Else, do alert. Okay, saying error, you have to type something. Okay, so this else means if we leave the password in blank. So I'm gonna leave now in blank, click OK, and there it is, error, you have to type something as a password. Okay guys, so now we're gonna proceed, and after prompt we gonna type another if statement, okay, to use the functions success and failed, okay, because we want to compare the first password in the first prompt with the second password that we type in the second prompt, okay. So after the second prompt we ask again for the same password, okay, and we need now a comparison saying if register is exactly equal to this prompt here, and you know that to use the value that we type in this prompt we need a variable, okay, we need to store this in a variable, so we're gonna store this in a variable called user, okay. So now when we type in the second prompt, in this prompt here, the second password or our password in this prompt, that password will be stored in user, and now we can compare registered, okay, with user, okay. So if the password that we type here is equal to the password that we type here, okay, see, register equals exactly to user, do this code here, run this code, and the code will be the success function, okay, which is the document write that will output success. You are now in the registered users page. So we type here success and parentheses, okay, and we type here else the other function, which is failed, okay, failed, okay, and that's it, okay. So now the two passwords will compare one with each other, and if they are correct we will output this success message, and if it's not correct we will output the failed message or the failed function which has this message, okay. So let's see if this works. Chrome. So you're not registered, please type a password, okay, type my password is Victor. Now in the second the password is Victor, click OK, success, you are now in the registered users page, okay. But what about if we don't type the same password? Let's type password Victor, and now let's type another thing, 1 2 3 4 5, click enter, and wrong password. You are now in the non-registered users page. So the login system didn't accept the password because it's a wrong password, okay. It's not the same password that we registered, okay. And what about if we leave this in blank? Click OK. Error, you have to type something, okay. So let's type some Victor, and that's it, okay, success. So you see, this is a very simple example on a login system, okay, very, very simple, but it's a beginning, okay, for you to have an idea how the code, a more extended code works in JavaScript, okay. So if you have any questions at all, just send me a message, okay, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.